Hello, Thomas. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, the writing is a good setup. Nice job describing the story and giving us a good setting for where some of your decisions came from regarding the personality and the visual attributes associated with your sketches. So, good job. Um, I think the one thing I'm thinking about this is that it's your descriptions. The sketches are great. I think they're great. I think we get the feel. We definitely get this feel. All three of them. You've provided some wonderful variety for your client to choose from, and that's fantastic as well. So I was quite pleased with your sketches. Now, in your sketches, now remember, it's really important to try to keep your intent intact in your sketches. So right now we kind of see this X height kind of just really diminishing. And that's based on the fact that you don't have consistency in your letter forms as you're sketching them. So you really want to pay attention to things like that. Sketching is a very important process in any design methodology. So really take your sketches as seriously as possible. I think one of the things also, I think that I would like to see some further descriptions in your writing. So in other words, you've got this great setup, right? But then you just kind of fall a little bit short in describing the visual attributes of the letter forms as they relate to the story setting, the location, the characters, the attributes of the characters, the kind of general theme of the story itself. I think we could do a better job describing the visual attributes of the typefaces and their relationship to those factors associated with the story. Okay, so that is my only thing that I'd like to see. I really want you to describe it, because for example, you say the first font is pulled upwards in the center, the tails at the end, the beginning, and the strokes come to a point on both sides. Why? Why is that relevant to the story? What is that saying? What have you borrowed from the story in order to come up with that kind of conceptual development? So in other words, what is the tie between that decision and the story itself? Okay, conversely, the same thing here and here. Describe exactly what the connection is to the story. Okay, so here you're saying it's typical of Romanian letters, but what does that mean to the story? Okay, so really describe that. Now, I know that I believe Transylvania is in Romania. Is that correct? But let your viewer know. Assume that your viewer has absolutely no pre-existing knowledge whatsoever, and really describe as thoroughly as you possibly can. And that is really my only suggestion. So that's what I would like to see in your final submission at the end of our first module here, is just to go ahead and really try to be as descriptive and really give as much reasoning as you can. One of the most important sentences in the submission specifications and steps for success, I think, is this one right here that I have highlighted. So for each of your fonts, you want to address how it communicates the nature and tone of the story, as well as the place and the time in which it occurs. Okay, so we're drawing direct connections between the tone, the nature and tone of the story, the location, the attributes of the main players, characters, and the general underlying theme of the story. So really decipher how that communication represents those elements. Okay, so again, fantastic job on the sketches. Just want to get a little bit more of an idea of the association between the subject matter and your visual solutions. All right, fantastic job. If you have any questions or need any clarification at all, please let me know. Thank you.